one of the first things I heard on the stream now that it's finally running. I should start this server too. We spent like an hour bullshitting about this future thing, which is so... Why did I have this idea? Why am I doing this? I made myself so much more work.
No regrets.
Some regrets. Some regrets.
Potential regrets. Potential regrets.
Rackets. Yogurts. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Herbert West Reanimator.
The part we're gonna have to murder like 3 different
American
people.
Wizard.
And possibly the Alchemist.
That thing where I still have where I remember why last week I had this dreading. I had this sense last week of, oh, thank God we're not doing it this week because I don't feel like I'm ready. And now I'm looking at this, I go, oh yeah, that's why I wasn't ready. Whoops. It'll be fine.
You see, Tom, the thing is, like, if we're going to use the flesh golem to murder the priest and the wizard guy, we're probably going to have to use the flesh golem to murder the alchemist too.
Oh. Do you want to recap last time because it's been a couple weeks?
You got this, Tom.
We've been found out by like 3 different sources that we're actually kobolds.
That's only fun.
I can't get into the server.
Because I haven't hit start yet because I am a dumb bitch.
Let's see. We've been found out by like 3 groups that we're kobolds. We have one per... Yeah.
Who's the other 2?
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist doesn't know we're kobolds.
I thought yes, he does. He's seen it, doesn't he?
No. We slid down the ladder as humans.
Oh, that's right. He didn't actually... We went down as kobolds and we went back and turned back beforehand. Okay, never mind.
Yep. Yeah, he hasn't seen us as kobolds. The only one who has is Madame Giuseppe.
Who needs to either die or a horrible accident needs to befall a certain paladin within a week. And then she needs to die.
I don't know. Maybe you could be really, 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 really good at bluffing.
Nah.
I did put my points in the... Catelyn Mott hates me.
Mott doesn't hate you.
She does.
She just thinks you're a disrespectful brat. Which, to be fair, you are.
Yeah, I kinda am, not gonna lie there.
A disrespectful brat who has way too many suspicions about her fucking around half the town.
No, but it's not suspicions, it's facts.
It's true!
She doesn't know that you know. I was just complaining about how I stupidly drank like 1,000 calories of this orange juice as I go right back to the bottle of orange juice.
Orange juice is good.
Yeah. But I am so fat that I literally broke my bed, so I really should be not doing that.
Dude, I drink like fucking 6 cans of soda every day. I think you're fine.
Yeah. I eat healthy.
Real quick, you guys. When do we want to get Panera?
I'm sorry?
I think he's talking to Jim and Tom. Scary.
About an hour ago.
Tell your boyfriend to need more orange juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's what I would prefer. I only had a sandwich, thinking that I didn't know what dinner plans we did have, but that they would materialize soon. So, yeah, I'd prefer it for, say, like around...
Tom has forgotten to mute his mic again, so everyone in the internet
around
can
5%.
hear. Tom's actual boyfriend. Jim is not Tom's actual boyfriend. I just joked.
As long as my food is still there.
Tom, you need to tell your boyfriends that they need to bring me more orange juice.
Apparently, you guys are supposed to bring me more orange juice.
What?
That's what Kit was making a joke of.
More orange juice.
I don't
More
think
orange juice. All the orange juice.
Don't worry though, we got this, right? We're totally gonna bring the wizard and the cleric here. Oh god, we're going to die horribly.
Nah, it'll be fine. The wizard and the cleric are gonna die immediately to the flesh column.
Hopefully. As we just sit down on the door, keeping it shut, as the thing goes to town on them.
Yeah, but as I said, if we do that plan, we're also going to have to kill the alchemist. You do realize that?
Oh yeah, and then we can loot him for poison and then start poisoning the place. It works perfectly. It's a great plan.
It's a plan.
So I think we were going to be going back to get ready to bring, or try to convince the cleric and the wizard to go back here.
Are you going to do that this evening?
I don't think right this evening.
When do we want to do it?
I do not know.
What do we want to do with our night here?
Yes, because you do have a night at the Watchtower Valentine.
Do have a night, yes.
Let's see. We got the Valentine. Let's see. We have stuff we need to sabotage, but I don't think we're ready to start doing that quite yet.
Yeah.
I could start murdering people if you want me to.
No.
Aww. I want to go stabby kobold. I haven't stabby kobold anyone for like 3 weeks.
And that's a good thing.
Define good.
Isn't there a guy I could possibly ask for sword fighting tips?
Was there?
It's not Mod, it's one of the other captains.
Alright, you're looking for...
Is it the one who sleeps in in bed 3?
Barhold.
Barhold.
Yes. Because Barhold is the guy who has the swordsman.
Yeah.
It's also the guy I can't find right now. As you've been talking, I've been looking for all of my men, and I've lost Barhold. Found him. Okay.
That's something I could potentially do tonight, if he's here.
I think Barhold's at 3. Let me double check who's at 3. Now that I found Barhold, let's actually double check where Barhold lives. Yes, Barhold is the only one who actually
stays around like 24/7.
Yep. And he does live in 3, the largest one, because he is the most senior captain and lives exclusively in the fort, unlike everyone else who has places in town.
Yes.
And when you arrive back, you will find that they are, for the most part, back at town.
So nights is actually one of the best times because the guards and such won't be here for at least a
The
little.
captains will be here. The guards are still here.
Fuck the guards. We can murder them by the droves. They're cannon fodder as far as we're concerned.
There is still captains here, though. Specifically, Barhold.
Yes.
You mean man in knife range.
You also will know that the engineers are gone at night.
The engineers are kind of like, ooh.
Barnabas Eisenbach and his engineers go into town and stay at the
inn?
At the inn and tavern, yeah, at the Lord's Dalliance.
Burn it to the ground. Kill them all.
Hmm.
Do we just want to spend this night sort of just kind of relaxing and sort of setting up our little alibi and getting people to sort of know us and such?
That's something we could do.
Yeah, you could just hang out and chat with everyone and go to bed. That is an option.
Get Barhold to try to train me a bit. At least I see if I can get him to agree to help me train sword fighting when I'm not training with magic and stuff.
Sure. How do you want to go about contacting Barhold?
I guess just knock on his door.
Okay. So, will this be right around when you get back?
Yes.
I'll stick with him, just in case.
There is no answer.
I guess I'll try, calling through the door, Sir Barhold?
There is no answer. I should check if there's guards outside. There are not.
Do you want to go check it out?
Is his door locked?
Let me reposition you because you're all out in the hallway. And I've turned on vision here finally. The door is currently locked.
So he either must be out or a very heavy sleeper.
Should we knock?
You did knock.
What? Oh yeah, you want to open the door?
I don't think it's a good idea to try to pick the lock of a door.
Do we know if it's locked or not?
Yes.
It is.
Okay. What do you want to do then?
You could try looking around.
Sounds good.
We go up to the courtyard, he might be there.
Let's head on up to the courtyard.
Okay.
To the tower.
I'll just warp you up to the courtyard. So unlike during the day, where there are acolytes always at work in the courtyard, at night, as the sun is setting and the stars are coming out, it's pretty much silent in the courtyard. Although you can see some of Mott's men patrolling along the top, looking outward for trouble, carrying torches.
I'll probably wave to one to get their attention.
Okay, they are not actually looking inward, so... And I don't have D&D Beyond open because I am a professional. Wow, I'm so bad at this. I have so many. Why do I ever go to my characters screen? I have way too many characters because I make characters for all my NPCs. Way of the Wicked DM, there we go. Unassigned. Okay, there we go. There they are. They're going to have to make a perception check because they are actually paying attention to outside, not inside. But yeah, the guard notices you and turns and goes, "Hey, squires, shouldn't you be getting ready for bed?"
We were, but we were trying to find, Sir Barhold.
If he's not in his room at this hour, he's probably having dinner.
Thank you.
Can we go check it out?
Well, time to go check the dining hall.
To the mess hall.
To the secret lab.
To the secret lab.
You know, we actually get to see that once eventually.
There it is.
Yes, you can say to the secret lab at some point. Yeah. There's more than just these three. There are 12 more guards not currently pictured, as people are eating and relaxing.
Fowl will walk up to Captain Barfold.
So Captain Barhold is sitting listening to some stories being said, and he doesn't quite pay attention to it first as he's listening to the people who are talking. And as there's a pause in the conversation, you see Barhold lift up a hand with one finger and turn and go, "What's Tacitus need?"
Tacitus doesn't need anything. I was going to ask you something.
All right. He looks a little confused, like this is out of the ordinary, but sure, this is the mess hall.
When Sir Mott was giving us the tour, I did show him my sword, and he suggested I go to you to see if I can get any potential sword training.
So you're interested in wizardry and swordsmanship?
Yes, sir.
You could see everyone looking at each other like, wait, nerd and jock? And Barhold stands up for a moment, looks through the guards, and points to this one and goes, "Sigurd, congratulations, your name is now Sigurd. Which means I will need to get new art for you so that you're all distinctive.
Maybe we can convert him.
I'm going to get it now so I don't forget."
We'll get you your own pet Sigurd fowl.
We're not going to be able to convert everyone.
Why can't we? We will turn
turn.
this entire keep to Asmodeus, except for the leaders. And it will be glorious.
I have found a Sigurd that Tom will approve of. Although I think I may have been considering using this for Timian, but too late. Sigurd gets it.
He's nice looking.
Hello, I will. Can I bang him?
No, you are a child.
I'm actually not.
I'm actually a 300-year-old vampire. It's
I'm actually a 10,000-year-old dragon lady.
so it's totally not. But yeah, as he does, he looks at him and goes, "Sigurd, take him upstairs, test him, tell me if he's worth our time, schedule a training session with Tacitus." He goes, "Yes, sir." And says, "Well, follow me." And Sigurd, who doesn't have a personality yet, but I'm sure it will develop, leads you up here, going, "Okay, kid. You have a sword?
Yep.
All right. Is it magic?"
Yes, sir.
"Right. Why don't you put that away for this purpose?" And he wanders off into the army for a moment and comes back with a longsword.
You're gonna make me fail.
And he just goes, "Magic can be helpful, but if you're going to train, you need to train without it and then use it to augment yourself. So, here."
You're gonna make me fail, or
I imagine Meaton sitting at the fountain, just kicking his legs, watching this and laughing his ass off.
Sigurd looks a little annoyed to be up here and not down there drinking.
You're gonna make me fail.
He kind of needs a little bit of power in his weapon, or he can't use it as well. It's how he works.
Well, I mean, that's the point of training, right? I'm not here to see if he's good. I'm here to see if he has potential. Hit me. He just gives you a sword, stands back, arms open, standing with a chain shirt. Hit me.
God damn it. What is my to hit without a magic weapon?
I think it's like a -1, isn't it?
Yeah, because I can't use my intelligence modifier on non-magical weapons. So it's back to my strength, which is -2.
Oh, it's -2, dude.
It's a 0 to hit.
Okay.
Because I'm proficient with it at least. I rolled a 2.
As you swing, he stops and goes, okay. You're used to magic, so here, you're holding it wrong, corrects your grip. You can feel it. He goes, okay, if you want to swing a sword, you're definitely going to need to work on upper body strength. Take it like this. Hold it with both your hands for now, because you're a bit of a wimp. So I'm going to say halve your strength penalty presently.
So it's a -1 instead of a -2?
Yep.
Which means I have a +1 to hit.
Okay. Try again. And as you do, and he steps to the side, you catch him. You actually get into a crink in his armor. Would you roll a d8 plus your strength modifier for damage?
I do it plus strength and damage.
Yep. So it's going to be a d6 -2. D8 -2, yeah. 6. So you stab him and he goes, ow, fuck, and he falls to the ground, grabbing his side, blood going everywhere as you just ripped out half his hit points.
I'm immediately going to drop the sword and cast Cure Wounds on him.
If you had been able to use your intelligence modifier, you would have killed him.
So he heals 13 hit points.
And as you heal him, he goes, shit, you're a wizard, a fighter, and a cleric?
He does everything.
I'm not technically a wizard.
Right, well... okay, I wasn't taking you seriously enough there, clearly. Because once you got double-handed, ow.
That's not even all I could do. If the sword was magical, you'd probably be dead.
Like, well, that's why I say no magic. Okay, he stands up, he shakes a little. Can you heal me again if you hit me again?
About 2 more times, yes.
Alright. I want to see if that was a fluke. But this time he draws the sword and takes a defensive stance. Come at me. This time he catches your sword and blocks, and as he spins it around, he attacks. Very clearly aiming to hit you with the flat of the blade.
Oh, he hits me.
Brother has been harmed. Engaging protective brother protocols.
No.
For 4 non-lethal damage.
I don't think it really matters non-lethal or lethal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter in unless you hit 0 in 5e. Yeah. But you know, he knocks your sword aside, swings around, hits you on the side of the head, and says, "Come back at me again."
Val, I feel like watching this, you see Meaton just like his face go blank as his hand starts going towards his crossbow.
And he catches it again, swings around.
Well, I block this one with my shield.
Yeah. Well, no, you're two-handing this sword.
I am two-handed, so my AC is -1.
So but yeah, you are catching this sword with the sword. He goes, good. Getting better at attacking. Come again. And this time you swing in and you hit. Are you going for lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay.
Although I don't think I can actually lethally kill him with one strike.
But it means you won't need to worry about killing him because he'll just be able to rest and get it all back. So we'll not worry about it as you whack, as you come again right into this area of the armor. And he goes, oh, okay. And this time you didn't skewer me. You've got potential. Which means I have more work. Damn it. Well, Mr. What's your name?
Foul.
Magic Knight Foul. Well, I can think we'll need to come up with a better name for you if you're going to be some legendary divine wizard knight. I'm going to go tell Barhold, and then I'm going to drink. Go ahead and keep that longsword. Practice holding it. You need to do some strength training. Ow. We also should
enjoy the rest of your night.
I won't. That hurt. As Sigurd limps away.
She's just kind of looking at him.
I saw that look. Keep in mind we're just training.
What look? I have no idea what you're talking about. As he cocks the crossbow.
I just want to talk.
Actually, hang on. I want to see if I can...
What are you going to do?
I wanted to see if I could find something. So, like, go ahead, keep going. I just thought of something silly.
When you told me to use a non-magic sword, I thought I was screwed.
You did pretty well.
If you'd been with a non-magic sword, what would the damage have been?
13.
If I'd done with a magic sword?
Yeah.
I swing with a 1d8 plus 6.
So that 8 you rolled would have been a
14.
14.
Yes.
Yeah, he would have been down.
Well, on the bright side, it's not like when you're doing the swing, it's when you deal the damage you can decide to do non-lethal or lethal.
That's true. It would have been a great moment to be like, I killed him, I'm sorry.
It would have been a great moment to knock him flat on his ass unconscious and heal him.
Yeah. You're now in the courtyard in the dark. You have secured a future but yet to be scheduled regular training segment with Sigurd, who seems kind of annoyed that he's going to have to take time out of his day to train you.
I mean, hey, this could replace my boon I'm going to get from training if we end up killing the wizard early.
So, what else do you want to do this evening?
It's a good question.
Is there anything in particular you want to do?
I have nothing too in particular that I have planned to do yet.
Yeah, I think I'm okay right now. I think we got most everything. I'd probably just kind of relax for now, watch the guards, kind of see how they're doing things.
The guards out here are patrolling eyes to the outside. They're not terribly focused inward presently.
I wonder how they reacted to the mock duel.
One of them kind of stopped and started watching, and another one, as he made his patrol, went, pay attention, you have a job to do, and then they got back to work. They're very diligent.
Very diligent people.
Yeah.
The only thing I could possibly think of is just going up to room 40 and see if Tacitus needs anything.
You certainly can do that. Is that what you want to do?
It's the only thing I can think of. If Tom doesn't have anything he needs from Val, then probably.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Then as you come up to Tacitus's workshop / your bedroom, you see Flufferkins standing in the corner, guarding your things, low growl, and Tacitus working on the sculpture going, there you are, you were gone a lot. Would you have your beast stop growling at me whenever I go to that side? I need to touch things up.
Ah, my apologies. He's just guarding the box I carry with us.
Still, I wasn't expecting you to be gone all day.
Well, I had the tour, and then Mott suggested I talk to Barhold for some possible sword training.
Why do you need sword training? You're a wizard. If you're in melee combat, something's gone horribly, horribly wrong. I'll teach you Dimension Door.
Well, I'm rather good with a sword.
Oh, shit! He knows Dimension Door!
You're not here, Tom.
I know! But oh fuck, he knows Dimension Door! Twin powers activate!
You know, I imagine if Val's going like, shit, he knows Dimension Door in his mind, but outside he's like, well, I'm pretty good with a sword.
Oh, okay. I guess you must have had to have been, right? That whole thing. Right. So you need to... So I'm going to teach you Dimension Door. I can't do it now. I don't normally keep that prepared.
Okay.
It's not useful on a day-to-day basis. Although if I do hear word of an impending attack or something like that. But let's see. Right. I reviewed your test work and it's okay. I think I need to check what level spell 5th edition Dimension Door is. So 4th level actually. Can he? Yes, he can. Okay, yeah. Because on his spell book, but can he actually in 5th edition? Yes, he can. Okay. He goes, actually, I don't think you can. It's. Gosh, I want to teach you Dimension Door, but it's not at your level. I don't think you've got the capability yet. Still, we'll make note. As you progress, we will make sure to teach you Dimension Door. It's very useful.
Yes, sir.
Now, the GM needs to remember where he put the monsters, because it's time to make a check as he asks you to help him activate this. There it is. Now, where's the website I used to read these? I bookmarked it, right? Right. I didn't. Hi. I'm smart. I found a website that let me build monsters, and then I didn't bookmark it. So, okay. Oh, hallelujah, the file's human readable.
I could have totally casted shield when he hit me to block the attack.
So, I need to go to JSON parser. Because this is a JSON. Yay. Okay, now I can use these monster stats. So yeah, he comes along and goes, excellent. Would you go around over there and put some magic into this, and let's see if we can't make it wake up.
Around everywhere?
Other side. So, are you going, so you're going to put some magic in?
Yep.
Okay, what spell are you going to cast to put magic in?
Heroism?
Okay. So yeah, as you cast the spell and the magic comes in and you cast the spell,
Sorry about that.
you see the golem twitch and infuse. And what does heroism do?
Prevents them from being frightened and gives them temporary hit points.
How many temporary hit points?
5 a round.
5 per round?
5 per round, but it's max 5, so it refreshes.
Okay.
Concentration spell for a minute.
So yeah.
I feel like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
As you finish that spell, you see Tacitus's eyes go wide and he leans over and goes, "What did you do?"
I used heroism.
He scurries over and starts making notes and goes, I see. So when activating this, combining Ice Storm with Heroism imbues the golem with regenerative power. I think that's what just happened. You're not concentrating on heroism, I assume.
I would concentrate for as long as needed.
He's acting as I'm assuming that it's done. Because this thing is awake now. That's when this whole thing happens. Yeah, this ice golem stands up and crackles with light and energy and moves around, and he's freaking out and looking at it. And he takes a little knife and cuts off some ice, and the ice regrows. My boy, you have a talent for constructs. It is true. It is true. It is true. Oh my.
So now what this means is you're actually going to be the pet caster of the group. And you're just going to collect all these golems, and we're just going to be using those later on in the game.
Well, excellent. And as he stands in front of the golem, he goes, Golem, recognize authorized personnel. And the golem stands and its eyes shine, points to himself. Magister Tacitus, authorized personnel. He goes, Tacitus, authorized personnel. Points over towards you. Apprentice Fal, authorized personnel. Looks to you. Apprentice Fal, authorized personnel. And it goes over, and he points over at Lord Flufferkins. Metal Monstrosity, authorized personnel. And you see the golem turn, look in and go, Monster, authorized. Excellent. Guard this room and its research. Pummel to unconsciousness any unauthorized personnel. There he goes. Guard initiated. Excellent. Have a good night, Fal.
you just basically show me right in front of his face how to control the golem and make him an unauthorized personnel?
Yes, he did.
You would know better. You would know that there's a little bit more than that. You'd probably have to do some magical alteration, but more or less, he has designated you authorized personnel.
You're gonna have a pet golem, and hopefully a pet touch golem later too.
This could get interesting.
Did you tell him about the meeting yet, or are we gonna wait till tomorrow?
Probably gonna wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Probably didn't have the opportunity to. Tacitus was too wrapped in me making you regenerating ice golem.
Yes. Well, I assume then we are in the evening and the next morning, dawn of the 4th day.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
Take a long rest.
Yeah, that was the 3rd day.
So you had the day you arrived. You had your first day where you had the tour, where you had the initiation. Your second day was the tour. And that was the same day. So yes, dawn of the 3rd day. Thank you.
Okay.
I thought your tour of Valentine were out and Outer Cross were separate days. So, Foul. Do you take any effort to drive out the constant glowing blue light from your sleep?
Probably.
What do you try to do?
That's a good question.
And does it work? Because as my children will tell you, bright lights make it hard to sleep.
Is there just anything I can, use as a curtain?
Let's go ahead and make some sort of... See, if this were Pathfinder, I'd be like architecture, engineering, but we don't have
Just
that.
an intelligence check.
Yeah.
I now imagine you having Lord Flufferkins lay on his side, and then just your head buried against his belly.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation. No, it's the same as intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, you go through and you've managed to find something, and as you are doing so, the golem is just watching you, shimmering its eyes. But you dig through, you find a tablecloth, you pull the tablecloth off, you go to your corner, you drape it over. The light is still there, but you can sleep. It's just awkward and uncomfortable. And you awaken the next morning to the golem still standing and watching you.
That's a bit creepy.
Still glowing blue. On the plus side, the room is comfortably cool.
Not bad for me.
Like cavern cool.
Not like freezing cold.
Yeah. Comfortably cool. You know, it's a little cold-blooded to get up in the morning, but it's like home. If home were bright and blue. On the flip side, Midden.
Yeah.
Ederly's in town today. So you have the room all to yourself.
Be sprawled out all over the bed.
So you're pulling the pervert, oh Ederly, you beautiful man, on his bed, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lord Ines.
Our disguises don't drop when we're asleep, correct?
As long as you are wearing the circlets, they do not drop.
Okay. Time for breakfast.
That being said, this is specifically why I also alarm the room every night. In case the circlet falls off when I'm asleep.
Okay.
Tut.
Yeah, Mitten will definitely be up earlier. Yep, there's guards. Those guards have always been there. Don't worry about it.
Tut. It's through this door, correct?
Yep.
Tut. Food time.
Woohoo! And there are, of course, guards here, as there always are.
I just imagine this little boy with a tray just walking over and just sitting down next to a group.
Yeah. And they're just like, hey, it's the squire again. And one of them leans down and says, Ederly's off today, but he's told me to make sure you run your laps.
Big wide smile. Don't worry, I can do it inside. I shall take these humans' ways as my own, and then I shall crush them with their laps and their running.
I just realized that Mott suggested Foul take the laps as well.
I'm sorry?
I remember this last session, Mott suggested that Foul take the laps as well.
Yeah.
Because just because I'm turning to be a wizard doesn't mean I shouldn't be physically fit.
Yep.
No one expects it.
Yeah, Mott was like, you should also run laps. And then Sigurd is like, you really need to do some push-ups.
Oh no. Foul's going to have to do physical exercise. Which isn't actually that bad, because his constitution is not as low as Mitten's.
But yeah.
My con's only 10. It's not bad.
So Mitten, as you're shooting the shit with the guards, would you make a diplomacy check?
Yes. Yes, I can. Well, you can find my diplomacy.
Persuasion.
Ah, thank you.
Persuasion. They changed the name.
So low. I roll a 7.
But yeah, even with you being here for another day, the conversation, whatever they were talking about before, they've kind of shifted topic into let's look nice in front of the newbie.
Let's not say fuck.
Let's not talk about any rumors in front of the newbie.
I wanted to hear the rumors.
Foul would probably be making his way down to the mess hall as well.
Yeah, about this time is when Foul wakes up. With that sort of grogginess you get after a night's sleep, where you got enough sleep, but you didn't really get the quality.
Yeah.
And when they give you your food, they're just like, here, have coffee.
Yay, coffee.
So Foul can walk over. Little tray,
Right.
eggs, bacon, mug of coffee. And the guards see you and go, aren't you a little young for that?
Sal says as he chugs down the entire mug.
Yeah. And one of the other guards goes, didn't you see the weird glowing blue lights all night? Tacitus is working his apprentice hard. That came out more perverted than I thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, you may also make a persuasion check, Val, if you want to chat with the guards.
Mine's even worse. Probably. Yes. I'm too tired for good persuasions.
Yeah, so yours is less of a they don't take you seriously and more of a I don't care. That said, I'll let you make a insight roll, Mitten.
Okay.
Goran.
Let me find my thing.
So they actually are trying to talk to Fal like he's one of them. Fal's just too tired and nursing coffee to notice. Would you roll a d20? And over the course of all this, you do pick out one rumor that seems to be going around the hall. Oh, and you rolled this one. He says, yeah. Although one of Varning's men came back last night, apparently they're seeing bugbears massing up north. Wonder what that's all about. Another guard's like, doesn't matter. We're ready for them. By now you'd think those shaggy walking carpets had learned that the watch wall is unbreakable.
Do they really make good carpets?
The guard stops and goes, yeah, sure, if you don't mind the smell. Ha 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 ha. Another one's like, same with kobolds and imitation dragon skin purses. Ha 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 ha. The guard who makes that last comment being Sigurd, who's coming in and sitting down at the table with his eggs and coffee, getting ready for the morning shift.
Oh, I'll be careful. If you underestimate a kobold, it might scare you.
The guards kind of stop laughing and look at you, and Sigurd goes, same is true with young wizards. I mean, you healed it with magic, so it doesn't leave a scar, but I swear I'm going to have a scar forever where you stabbed me in the kidney last night. The guards just look at Sigurd, and Sigurd goes, kid is, I wouldn't say good with the sword, he's a wimp, but he's got a good mind. Do some push-ups today, huh?
Mott did suggest that, yeah.
No, Mott suggested laps. Sigurd suggested push-ups.
You can go running with me.
Yeah, I think I'll join Mitten in his daily exercise.
I know how Mitten passed the time when he's running.
You can see Sigurd go, like, is this Ederly's run? And the other guy goes, yeah. And Sigurd goes, like, this is child abuse look on his face.
That'll be fine.
5 hours later. No, he was not 5.
Like the Constitution saving throws. We're gonna cut to after the run right here.
Constitution saving throws?
Yep.
It'll be fine. Nat 20.
So you're both really tired after running 100 laps of the top of the fortress, but neither of you are actually fatigued. Like, even after one day, you feel you're already getting better. Yeah. From Dern's perspective, this is not pleasant, but, you know, you've run before. It's fine.
Stop being such a baby, brother.
And as you get done, you can see... I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt roleplay.
No, that was the screech Meechin gave towards Val.
Okay. So So you can see Tacitus is down in the courtyard watching as you're coming down, going, right. Well, I was going to have a study this morning, but apparently there's a request. You've been running around in circles. And apparently there's a request for you to do push-ups in preparation for sword training.
My apologies, sir. Mott suggested that I do the same laps that Mitten does.
Right. Clear it with me next time so that we can schedule things properly. Go ahead and do those push-ups now. I have a meeting. We have a meeting in the Lord Captain's office after lunch, and I would like you to attend as my attendant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Would you give me a strength saving throw?
At least my strength saving throw isn't all that bad, because I have the cloak on. So it's only a -1. Sadly, I failed it miserably.
Thunk.
Yeah. So you spend the next little while failing to do even one measly single push-up until one of the guards goes, "Kid, go. You're embarrassing yourself. Get out of here." At around this time, middle of the day lunch, should probably drag you to the courtyard because that's where this hole is going down. Ederly will wander in. He's not wearing sunglasses hungover because this isn't that sort of thing. But he's kind of got that same vibe of, I was up late partying last night. As he goes, "Mitten, you did your run. I told you you'd get stronger."
How do you people survive?
The run wasn't even that bad.
So this person who can't do a single push-up.
Let us see you try.
I was going to say that that's the next step, but first, do you have formal clothes?
No.
Right. Well, it's too late now. I need you to be my attendant, one of your squirely duties. He does a little clap, and he's like, "Quickly bring me a Ballantine tabard that's old that we can trim." And they run off and they bring a Ballantine tabard to you. And they set it up. They've got like a little squire rank insignia that they pin on you, and they trim it so you're not stepping on it. And he goes, "Okay, this will be good enough until we get something official. Here's the rules," he says to you towards being an attendant. Number 1, you pour my wine. Number 2, if it's the first glass you've poured from a new pitcher, you take a sip of the wine. Number 3, you stand still. And number 4, you shut up. Understood?
I feel like this is a very bad idea.
And number 5, you remember nothing of what you see and hear.
I feel like this is a really bad idea.
He looks over towards Fal. Tacitus hasn't gotten you any clothing, has he?
My clothing right now is fine.
Are you wearing, what are you wearing?
Well, I don't think you'll be able to see my clothing because I'm still wearing my chainmail shirt. my chain shirt.
Yeah, he's looking at your chain shirt going, "That's not quite appropriate." Tell Tacitus you don't have proper clothing. It's Tacitus's problem.
I somehow doubt he would mind all that much.
Oh, he'll mind when he gets yelled at. Remind him.
Yes, sir.
And he goes, all right, Mitten, let's do some jumping jacks and then practice standing silently. Giving Val time to move off. Because Ederly is the sort of person who can recognize that you need to practice standing quietly, Mitten.
Twitches.
Actually, this would be like a wisdom saving throw?
Probably. Keep your emotions in check. Or you're twitching.
Yeah.
Do not blab.
Right. We'll come back to that.
You did nearly as bad as I did on the push-ups.
As Val heads on up to speak with Tacitus.
Where is Tacitus at?
In room 40.
I'm room 40.
Yeah. Actually, no, he's going to be in room 41 getting ready.
Well, I'll probably be waiting in room 40. Because, the cool will help me relax after the grueling exercise.
Is there anything you're going to want to do while you're in room 40?
Maybe study the golem a bit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, make sure Lord Leverkins does not growl at Tacitus anymore.
Okay. And as you get all finished, he walks in, going, all right. Oh, you're not going dressed like that, are you? You can see that Tacitus is, dressed to the nines.
Sir Ederly told me to remind you that you need to get me some clothing.
That's right. Crap. Do you know any illusion magic? As he starts running through his spell book.
I can use disguise self.
Precisely. That is exactly the spell I was looking for.
I will use disguise self to make my clothing more appropriate.
Are you using the headband's disguise self or your disguise self?
My disguise self.
Okay. So you cast disguise self, and he goes, excellent. And then he puts his spell book, hands his spell book to you and says, put that back on the bookshelf. And
I'll put it back on the bookshelf.
meet me in the hallway.
Oh, he went to the hallway. I want to take a quick peek at his spell book.
Alright. There's actually quite a bit in here. And it's very meticulous. And unlike many spellbooks written pretty much in common, like a lot of wizards will encode their spellbooks, Tacitus is not that sort of wizard. Tacitus wrote out every spell. He has notes about the arcane function of the spell. Like, it's almost a textbook on how to cast these spells.
This guy is very well organized.
Yeah, which is bizarre considering how absolutely disorganized everything else is.
So I'm just gonna take a peek, get a feel for what spell he learns, or he knows before putting in the book back.
Okay. So as you flip through, you don't really have enough time to figure a lot out, but let's go ahead. Give me a 1d5.
1d5?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a d10. So as you're flipping through, you do, as you find things, go, huh, he knows a lot of fire. Burning hands, flame strike, flaming sphere, pyrotechnics, burning gaze, fire arrow, fireball, wall of fire. Like, this guy knows lots and lots of fire. As you finally close the spell book, you first hear click as the spell book locks. And then you can see his spell book is titled The Heart of All Flame.
A lot of fire.
But yeah, among the other, as you were flipping through, you also notice that there's like not just arcane sigils, but like poetry on those fire spells about the beauty of fire. And also on the ice spells about how when ice grows cold enough, it also burns with the beauty of fire.
Tacitus is a strange man.
Tacitus is a little bit of a pyro, you think?
Yeah. Which means I can potentially use that for blackmailing. Or not blackmailing, flaming.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it back and then head out to the hallway to meet him.
Alright. And he's just sitting there going, alright, we're just waiting for Ederly. Ederly should lead the way before us, and then we'll go up. You've already missed Martin Barhold and Eisenbach, and I think Varning. I realize I need some of these people. Where are you, Varning? There you are. I just realized I forgot some of the attendants. So. At about this point, Ederly and Mitten will arrive, being led through the front door of this place, up the stairs, through the prison area, to room 39. And have I lost Ederly? Yes, I have. And yeah, Mitten, you see Fal. Fal, how have you made yourself look?
Probably in like a slightly more simple version of Tacitus's outfit.
Yeah. As you walk by, Ederly looks at you and looks at Tacitus and goes, "You were prepared?" And Tacitus goes, "A wizard is always prepared." And everyone walks on up the stairs and into the other room. Where you can see everyone is kind of looking impatiently as you wander in. Everyone crowded around the table, except for the attendants, and in the corner, Barnabas, who is sitting on a little wooden chair in the corner with one of his engineers. Where do you position yourselves?
Probably next to Tacitus, either directly beside him or directly behind him.
Yep.
Okay. And as you come in, Haviland looks and goes, "You're very nearly late." And Everly goes, "My apologies. This isn't our regular meeting, so I had not yet tailored appropriate attire for my squire. Havlin goes, What he had would have been fine. This was an emergency meeting, and what we're going to discuss does not leave this room. To which Barnabas comes up. Why am I here then? Havlin goes, because it's going to change your timetable. And you can see. Do either of you speak Dwarven?
No. I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Draconic.
So you can see Barnabas just muttering something in Dwarven. And Mott
Probably
goes,
doesn't seem happen.
And Mott goes, language, Mr. Eisenbach. To which Barnabas kind of shuffles, going, Bambi. But in Dwarven, so you don't actually know what he says. But yeah, at this, Tacitus looks kind of concerned. And Havlin turns and says, Captain Varning? Varning stands up. Yes, we should know more soon. But our first patrols came back. Our patrols came back from our initial run, the one where we found our squires. And we've observed something concerning. There seemed to be a large gathering of bugbears north of the wall. To which Barhold goes, do we think it's a warband? And Varning nods. Yes, but it's odd. Normally the warbands are chaotic and wild. This one seems almost orderly. It's disconcerting. I have 6 hand-picked guards that I plan to ride out with this evening to try to get more information. We're going to ride to a good vantage point, ford the river, find the bugbears, and see if we can't identify why they're so organized. To which Lord Haviland responds, I know it's almost certainly just an extraordinary bugbear, but I can't help but see the shadow of Asmodeus in anything like this.
Hello, my God, my old friend.
It's no matter. It's been nearly a century since the church has been wiped out. We should be fine. Varning nods. Yes. But even so, well-organized bugbears could be a problem. We should double-check our procedures. Let us not forget that Branderskar had fallen lax, and that kobolds slaughtered them to the man. And you can hear everyone go, oh, yes, that's shameful. Be killed by kobolds.
I'm just kind of going to glance over a little bit and foul surreptitiously.
To which Tacitus goes, well, it may be who... I know that you were concerned about the project, Lord Haviland, but the ice golem is operational. We still need to run tests concerning the extent of its capacity to receive commands and how many authorized instructors and authorized personnel we can grant to it. But in case of an emergency, we can deploy that into the access bridge. And Haviland goes, in an emergency, golems are notoriously unreliable. To which Mott goes, right. And what about the rumors? Do we want to prioritize these defenses over investigating rumors of missing corpses in Aldencross? To which Haviland goes, I think so. We've already ruled out necromancy. So whatever pervert is occurring in Nalden Cross is not an immediate threat to the realm. They nod. Very well. I will ensure that everyone is up to snuff. Barhold nods. I'll double the guard in the main corridor. And Ederly goes, we will make sure to increase the archers on the north courtyard. The north gatehouse. Tassus nods. We'll get to the golem as quickly as possible. Then Haviland turns to Barnabas, who goes, Aye, we'll shift our priority to cleaning out and fixing the... We'll shift our priority to repairing the catapult. Aye. Very well. Apologies for the lack of refreshments. Dismissed. And the meeting adjourns. And there's a little bit of kind of back and forth and grumble. Bugbears. The men never take bugbears seriously, grumble. Why are they organized? And Barhold's like, last time that they were organized, it turned out that they were being led by a blue goblin. Oh, yeah, that grumble. You know, things like that aren't important.
Mm-hmm.
And they all split. And my question is, what do you want to do? Or do you want to do anything before your boss's turn to give you their expectations?
Priority targets.
You have a lot of priority targets.
I have a lot of priority targets.
Mm-hmm. When was he writing out again?
This evening.
Okay.
Excuse me, he's not going to ford the river, he's going to ride out the north gate. Because the wall runs all along the river and there is nowhere to ford.
Outside of things to do, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Okay.
I would wait to see what they're going to say first to not draw attention.
So after you break and head down, Ederly's going to turn to you, Mitten, and go, we don't have time to get your strength up. I'm going to need to put you on a guard duty. Let's say afternoon. Take your crossbow, take your bolts. You're not going to be as useful, but I think I'm going to have you stand on the gatehouse roof.
Okay.
And Tacitus turns almost as soon as you're in alone, Fal, and goes, you already know some spells. What spells do you know for combat?
Let me check. To be perfectly honest, not many.
Not many is not none. What do you know?
Firebolt and catapult.
When you say firebolt, his eyes sparkle. Yes, firebolt is a beautiful spell. You are adept at magical items.
Yes, sir.
I need Haviland's permission for this. One moment. And he runs upstairs to try to persuade Haviland of something.
So you guys give you like a magical item?
So, as he comes down, he goes, I've received permission. Use this very sparingly and do not use it if they break into the building. Use it only on groups away from our men.
Does he give me a wand of fireball?
He gives you a wand of fireball with 8 charges remaining.
Oh, no.
But yeah, actually what he says is this, he says, hands it to you and says, this is not to leave the fort. If you leave the fort, you return it to me.
Yes, sir.
Keep it on your person while we're doing our experiments. If the north gate should break, then we will be ready.
Yes, sir.
And then Tacitus takes you back to go work on the ice golem and experiment more. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Okay.
And he will make an Arcana check. So you succeeded and he failed. You suspect that this creature, the golem, can only have 2 people able to give it commands.
Can you change it to me?
Presently, the people are Tacitus and only Tacitus. Tacitus has not yet seemed to figure out. Tacitus is going, yes. So I can issue it instructions to listen to the commands of another. Good. But what are the limitations? And how many people can it recognize as allies and friendlies? So you think Tacitus has figured out how to instruct it that someone might be someone to give commands to, and how someone who can give those commands might be revoked. And you figure that out as well. But you also seem to be aware that it only can really recognize 2 people. And that they would all be at the same level.
So if I were to gain command ability...
You do have command ability.
You do not yet. He has not
Oh.
given it to you. You are authorized personnel, which means he recognizes you as someone not to kill.
Yes. So if I were to gain command ability, I would have equal command over this Tacitus does.
Yes. And thus be able to revoke Tacitus's command.
Yes. And he doesn't know that only 2 people can be.
Correct.
And he leaves me with it in the middle of the night.
Yes. But you do not have essentially he'll need to give you command power.
So the second he does, he did an oopsie fucky wucky.
Is there anything you want to do with this knowledge?
Is there anything I want to do with it?
Is there anything you want to ask Tacitus about the golem?
Good question.
Tacitus is very fond of teaching. As you're going through the golem, he'll go, oh yes, and you can see this is the arcane sigil that, and blah, blah, blah. And you don't quite understand all of it because you're not a high enough level wizard, but...
Maybe ask if the golem is, like, weak to anything?
He goes, yes, golems are generally very, very resilient creatures. I would say, as far as everything is concerned, that the greatest weakness that this particular type of golem has is its vulnerability to lightning. Electricity tends to disrupt the resonance of its ice, and, well, in addition to harming it a little excessively, it can also slow its motions. But fortunately, beyond that, this golem, like most golems, is resistant to physical attacks, immune to most magic, and healed by the cold, which your brilliant fusion of ice, strike, and heroism has infused it with a consistent supply of. I theorize that the golem itself is dedicating some power to concentrating upon the heroism spell.
Hey, kid.
Yeah?
How well would it go over to bring up the golem that the alchemist is working on right now to Tacitus at this point in time?
You think that Tacitus is very much in golem's mode?
You know that alchemist in town, right?
Yes, he's a little odd, but he can get me what I need.
He is working on a golem himself.
Is he now?
Yes, in fact, he asked me and Mitten the other day to try to convince you and, what's the priest guy's name?
Donegan.
Donegan to, come see it and see if you can offer him assistance in selling it off to Adeline.
He wants you guys to use it for the defense of the fort.
Yeah, he's experimenting on making it so that he can so he can further enhance our defenses.
Goes, golems are great for defense once you get them under control, that's true. Why Donegan, though? Understand me, but why Donegan?
I assume you will understand more once you actually see it.
Well, I don't think we're going to get any further tonight. I'll go speak to Donegan. No, wait, I think maybe I should try. You go speak to Donegan. I have a few more things I want to examine here. He does some arcane work along the back of the golem.
I guess I'll be heading down to go talk to Donegan.
Mitten, guard duty is so boring.
I'm just watching. It's like, this is why I don't do stakeouts. This is why I don't do any of this kind of bullshit. Because I get fucking bored when I'm not hunting.
Yeah. It's a you. So normally it's these two people, and now there's two more people, and one of them's you standing on the top of this building, and the wind is blowing in from the north, and it's cold, and the sun is setting, and it gets in your eyes when you look off to the west, and you have to look to the west because it's your job to keep an eye to the west.
Your sunlight sensitivity.
Your sunlight sensitivity. And all the snide remarks about how you're not strong enough to use a bow, so you have to use that kindling crossbow.
This is my baby, thank you very much. Game.
Yeah.
This is so boring.
Yeah.
Do something. Oh.
You may go
How do you
ahead
people
and-
stand this?
You may go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
Perception. Luckily, I have a +8 in it.
Unluckily, you're about to roll a 1.
You rolled an 11.
So, yeah. You needed to roll a 10, so you see as the gate opens, you can see Varning and his men ride out to the north.
Come on. I just think in my head, come on, Fire Axe, kill them.
And your shift ends a little bit after sundown, and you are replaced by another one of Adderley's men.
I'm going to go see if I can find my brother.
And this is also about the time that Fal is sent down to go speak to Donegan. So, how do the two of you want to go to speak to Donegan?
Should we go into the main church?
You should probably check there first, yeah?
From the oppressive aura of goodness. And you remember that itchy feeling you had during your oath swearing?
Mm-hmm.
It comes back the second you step in here.
Yeah.
As though the place
Okay,
itself.
so here's what we need. Meet. What's the name of the god again?
Mitra.
Mitra.
So what we need to do is get Mitra and Asmodeus into the same room and fuck each other. That'll deal with all this tension.
Please tell me you don't say that in the Temple of Mitra.
No, I don't.
Okay. But yeah.
Totally thinking it though.
In the totally thinking it, huh?
No, I'm not.
Okay. What are you thinking as you walk in here?
Where the hell is Father Donegan?
Yeah, probably that.
Vroom. Vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Hello?
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Oh.
Oh, I guess it's trying to lead us.
Thank you.
It flies back up into the rafters.
Opens up and climbs down.
And you find yourself in the vestry. Once more.
The Donegan chamber is this way.
Yep.
Yep.
Because this is where I got us all killed last time I did this game.
Yep.
From what told us, like this is like the private church part, and then this is his room back here.
Yes.
Is the door unlocked to the private church part?
It is unlocked, and Father Donegan is here. Praying.
Excuse me, Father Donegan?
Turns up and goes, "Oh, yes. Fal, my son. Welcome. And Mitten, is it?
Yes.
You two, I see together almost all the time.
Brothers, I won't let him go anywhere without me if I can help it.
Ah, yes. Well, please, come in, come in. I certainly hope you're not coming to my room after hours for the normal reason people come.
No. I don't think so.
We came down here to talk to you for a second.
Of course, what do you need?
So I've already mentioned this to Tacitus, and he likes the idea, but the alchemist in town is creating a golem to help support our defenses, and he would like you and Tacitus to come see it.
I see. Tacitus makes sense. Tacitus is the wizard. He would be the normal point of... Why me?
I don't do smart things. He does the magic things. I just do the shooty shoot things, so...
Yeah, he's looking over at Val, just kind of like, why would he want to speak with me?
Well, he'd probably want to speak with you because it's not a golem made out of ice or steel like that.
Oh. Fuck.
He just is looking at you going, all right. Well, with the news that came from with the news that Lord Haviland was going to present at the meeting, I'm going to be very busy starting tomorrow. But I am free now. And I double check what spells you have prepared. As the cleric pulls out a little string of wire and goes, Tacitus, please come down to the rectory. Thank you.
You sneeze?
Fucking damn it.
What?
This is very bad. Very, very bad.
And a few minutes later, Tacitus comes in going, I almost figured out the capacity for commanders. What is it, Donegan? Donegan goes, the golem. And he goes, oh yes, maybe tomorrow or the day after. And Donegan goes, you were at the meeting. I'm going to need to be on site in case of attacks starting in the morning. And Asa goes, oh yes. I suppose we're just going to have to wait till the crisis is over. And Donegan goes, well, we could go now. To which Tacitus goes, I've already disrupted my magic. Val, you can't take it out. Tacitus says, holding his hand out towards you, Val.
I will hand him the wand of fireball.
He will take it and he will tuck it into his shirt pocket. Right. Well, I suppose we should go. We can go then. And Donegan goes, excellent, wonderful. And heads out here and knocks on a door, and one of the acolytes comes out, and Donegan says, I have to go to Aldencross quickly for a matter that may be related to the future of things. Hold down the fort while I'm gone? Of course, Father. Well then. Shall we go?
Yep.
And I need to make sure I have everything open that I may need here. Woohoo!
I'm sure they can take the golem on. I'm sure they can.
The golem's resistant.
They're going to be able to take the golem on and then take us on.
Yeah, the golem's resistant to magic. And it's not undead. So what is Donegan going to do to it?
Buff the other two.
Yeah, but it's resistant to magic. What is Tacitus going to do to it?
Assassinate Tacitus. Priority target. Assassinate Tacitus.
So. Where are you headed?
I think the alchemist shop first. See if he's there.
And when you get to the alchemist shop, he is not currently there because he closes timely.
Let's head to the we don't know where his house is.
You do not. You know where his secret lab is.
Yeah.
Do either of these two know where his house is?
They do not.
All right, let's check to the secret lab.
Bum, bum, bum.
God damn it! I'm going to use it. Pull the lever, pal.
Pull the lever.
Wrong lever.
Yeah.
I didn't even have that lever.
They follow you to the lab in the woods. And as you're coming out here, Donegan is looking slightly concerned and will make another insight check. And he goes, "Oh dear, he isn't."
Saw him go in here the other day. And we followed him.
Donegan goes, "Oh, no. I'm sure you've spoken to him, but Tacitus? The missing corpses." And Tacitus goes, "The idiot's making a flesh golem? Is it a flesh golem?"
Val will nod.
"Oh, that fool. Let's hurry before he gets himself killed."
I will head over to the trap door and kind of poke it up. Hello?
And a voice downstairs goes, "Oh, hello. The bunny rabbit that you made for him is doing wonderfully."
Father, can we come down? I'm gonna wave Donegan and Tacitus over.
Tareth goes,
And then
Of course.
start coming down. And say, we brought guests.
At that, Tareth will seize up guests. And the first one down is Tacitus, who's like slides down the ladder, like fire pole style, hits the ground and goes, "You absolute fool! Flesh does not hold the magic well." And Donegan just immediately walks forward to go, "At least it hasn't been the sin of necromancy, but the desecration of corpses. Brother Caldwin, you know that is unmitrin." And Caldwin goes, "Oh, no, you don't understand? It's very peaceful and calm with the little buzzing of the rabbit."
It's a cat.
Of the cat. And
Are you going to start climbing back out?
And with
I'm
that,
going to follow him.
and with that,
Wait, before we go, I'm going to look at them. It's like, I think this is stuff we shouldn't be here for. If you want us to wait upstairs while you talk with him.
Tacitus turns and nods and says, "That's very true. This is extremely dangerous. You squires should be upstairs."
Okay, if you need us, we'll be up here.
Okay.
King up here. Is there any way to lock up the,
You're in a room full of rubble.
Looks over at Dern.
Push the rubble.
Sits down on said rubble.
And drop the
Wait,
cat.
hang on. No, wait. Before that, looks at Dern, smiles widely. Would you like to do the others, brother?
And drop the cat noises.
And you can hear the bickering. And they all make perception checks. All of these people. So you need to make your perception check.
Would they have disadvantage at all?
Yes.
They're so busy in the middle arguing with each other, none of them notices the ticking stopped.
That's not what they're checking for. Unfortunately, perhaps for your plan, because it looks like they all have really good perception.
They have all rolled 17s at least.
Thank you, Tacitus. Yeah. So, as you hear the arguing and bickering, you suddenly hear Donegan and Caldwin's voices stop, and only Tacitus's voice going, and furthermore, as the magic is unstable, and we're going to be going to initiative, and you can freely roll initiative. In fact, everyone but Tacitus can. I don't imagine you're going to be doing much of anything. I think I'm going to be fighting myself here, but... So, Golem... So we've got 17, 10, -1. You aren't the golem I need. Karen here has really good initiative. Oh, I'm using the wrong stat block. That's why. Where are you? Where are you? Gosh, I lost your stat block. You're an NPC. Where on earth did I lose you to? You know what? I'll just wing it with a commoner. He's a commoner plus, which will give him that. And Father Donegan with the shit initiative. So, Gorin, you hear everything go quiet. Except for Tacitus, who is screaming and bellowing.
Cocks my crossbow, gets it ready, moves over, bonus action to hide, and then aim at the trapdoor to shoot anyone who comes out of it, who's able to actually push their way out of the rubble we buried it under. So, give me one moment to find my hide. My best roll. Would I have advantage due to all the rubble and such?
Yep. And you
literally just see me vanish, Stern.
And you hear Tareth go, Now, it's all right. I'm sure it's just broken. We can fix it. Dern.
I'm going to be waiting at the ready with my sword drawn for anyone who sticks their head through the gate, or through the trapdoor.
To which Father Donegan goes, Oh, Mitra, protect us. Mwah.
He cast Sanctuary on himself.
No, he did not cast Sanctuary on himself. As the flesh golem attacks Tareth. And it helps if I'm actually in here when I'm typing. Wham!
Oh.
Even a commoner plus does not take that. And you hear a sudden screech and a crash and a squishing noise.
He gets thrown against the wall and breaks his neck.
And the corpse goes, "Argh!" At which point Tacitus goes, "See, that's exactly what oh God." Starts climbing up, gets to the top. Squires, it seems to be stuck. Gorin.
I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna keep on aiming. I think we're both gonna repeat our actions until otherwise some. Yeah.
As Donegan goes, "Oh my, run across over here, taking an attack of opportunity."
Come on!
Aww.
You had one job, Golem.
You have one job, corpse.
Crouching down and saying, "Mitra, spare this one. Spare it. Spare the dying cast."
Oh, you idiots.
As the corpse looks towards Tacitus and goes, "Argh." And now, because Tacitus hasn't cast any spells yet, that hits.
What was he said to you about Squishy Wizard being in melee?
For that dimension door.
And he takes 14 damage. And
he got ladder.
Another hit. Another 14 damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember, Tacitus is on the ladder.
Yes. Tacitus has slammed into the ladder a few times, going, "Oh." The ladder breaks. Tacitus falls to the ground. Oh. And as he stands up, he goes, "Oh dear, I really should prepare Dimension Door more frequently. Also, I should have prepared my spells at all."
What?
This is not true. I just forgot to prepare his spells.
Wait, did he bring his question? Very important question. Did he bring his spellbook with him?
He did not.
Doesn't he can't cast?
No, he can. I just certain spells are supposed to be prepared, and I didn't. So
it's not like D&D, it's not like Pathfinder or Wizards need their spellbooks to cast.
No, he actually needs something else to cast, which he took back from you.
The wand.
I think it is spell focus.
But yeah, he's as he stands up, he goes, "Oh dear, flesh golems, I know what you're weak against. Donegan, take cover! Fireball!"
Wait, they're weak against fire?
I guess flesh burns.
That's true.
As he casts his max level fireball, and the golem makes it save with advantage because it still has magic resistance. So it makes it save, which means it will take half damage. So, half of 34.
17.
Yes.
96?
What?
No, half of 34.
No. Still, that's a lot of damage from a fireball.
Fireball is a very powerful spell in D&D.
Yeah.
They specifically made it broken for the power fantasy.
As the fire goes through, and you can hear the corpse going,
Kill Tacitus, kill Tacitus, kill Tacitus.
Yeah, so Goran, you like feel the floor shake.
Can we... Oh, shit, we buried it under rubble.
You can spend this round unburying it if you want.
Yeah, the ladder broke. They can't climb up.
Okay.
I'm going to take a position here, hiding right next to the trapdoor, aiming down. If we can nudge it just a tiny...
Trapdoor's
No.
over here. Trapdoor's right now.
No. Okay. I'm going to hold my action and not to turn to open it, and I'm going to try to shoot anyone that I can see through. Open it only a little bit before dropping it back down.
Okay. Durin.
I will do exactly that.
Okay, Goran, you can see Tacitus.
Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face.
I'll say you have disadvantage because you're only opening the door a light period and then dropping it, so that will, have effects.
Is my golem an ally?
It is not currently adjacent.
Oh, damn it. Trying to think if there's a way I can get advantage on this attack.
You don't have advantage. I mean, there is a way. Durin could just open the door.
I could open the door fully, then close it.
If you open the door fully and then close it next round.
Oh, bonus action I can still hide though, so...
Yep.
Or disengage and move away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ladder is broken. It's not like they can climb up to get past the door. So fully open the door.
Okay. Goran, you see Tacitus.
Because I'm still hiding.
Make your attack with advantage, sure. That hits.
Time for that sneak attack.
Oh no, because I have my assassinate, and I have my feet.
Was that with it?
Let's see, so you did a 47. Okay.
And the best part, after the attack hits, the bolt disappears.
I forgot. Hang on, I forgot one more thing. Sorry.
Tommy's dead.
Oh, I had
down.
12 more damage to that.
He is downed.
He's down,
so
and
if it matters, it also adds an extra 12 damage.
Okay.
the bolt immediately disappears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he just got slammed twice into a ladder so hard the ladder broke, stood up, threw a fireball, and then got shot in the back of the head with a magic bullet.
And then disengage, or sorry, hide.
Jesus, just not.
As Father Donegan goes,
It's a saying. I thought you would go smile.
oh dear, rolling across and going, don't fail on me now. Cure wounds at the highest level I can cast it.
Can you heal enough after I dealt 59 damage?
He goes to 0.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much bonus damage you do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Luckily, Tacitus is on the ground.
Luckily, Tacitus is prop.
Tacitus is down as the corpse goes. Not the corpse. Flesh golem. Goes and comes across to slam into Father Donegan. And now we learn, yes, as it goes up and as it stands, Father Donegan, for a reaction, casts a spell and a barrier of magic energy crosses him. I think that's how that works.
Shield.
Yes. No.
Oh.
Shield of Faith.
Oh, that's a reaction?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shield reaction in this game too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a reaction to being hit. You will increase your AC by 5, and then that lasts until your next turn.
Oh, no, that's shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's a bonus action. He would have cast it on his turn as a bonus action. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes through, and you can see there's a mad mystic white light catching the flesh golem as it swings again. This time it hits.
I will be right back.
Slamming into Father Donegan, who goes, ugh, spitting some blood. Tacitus on the ground, going, damn it. Flips around and goes, I'm sorry. I am so very sorry, Dern. And he takes the wand. He looks to Donegan and goes, it has to be contained. And flicks the wand of fireballs.
I'm gonna send this instead.
Consuming all of the charges.
He's gonna blow themselves up?
So, the golem has disadvantage right now because it's scared. So it fails its save, making this total overkill. Let's see if this, he can aim it far enough away. He can't there. Well, the good news is they're not going to die.
Well, I mainly said the one thing trying to make you both smile.
Well, let's see what happens when... Let's see what we roll with 14d6. We could roll 14. We could roll 48. As an even greater boom bursts through, and you see an inferno the likes of which you had never seen before. And as the inferno bleeds away, the flesh golem is still standing.
Go, bitch, go!
Flesh golems have a lot of hit points. Goran, is there anything you want to do with this open door?
I'm still hidden, so that means I have advantage.
Yep.
And I'm a fucking snipe Magister Tacitus.
You can see Tacitus, Donegan, and the golem.
I'm not going to probably be able to hit. Oh, I hit the wrong one. My bad. I put the wrong score in. I did not do the right one.
It's
I would not have that low. There's the right one.
just get the cards.
Okay, so I'll take the dice rolls from the first bit and add the 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Which, because Tacitus has not cast Mage Armor yet, hits.
Alright, so that's... Plus...
And Tacitus falls again. Dern.
He had to run real quick.
I assume Dern's going to be doing nothing. As Donegan, in that moment,
I'm going to hide.
going to get a quick perception check.
Bonus action hide.
I thought you
Shit!
poker, and then you
Shit.
Fortunately, his perception's very good.
His perception is really good. His initiative sucks.
What's going on?
I'm about to get seen. I just sniped the mage again after he used the entire wand attempting to kill the flesh golem and failed.
He used the entire wand?
He used the entire wand trying to kill the golem and it didn't work. And then I sniped him again.
He just nailed a 14d6 fireball in the middle of the room.
Didn't that
Kill
hit
the
Calvin?
alchemist.
Yeah, Calvin's dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Calvin is a crispy thing. So yeah, Donegan looks up, goes, "What Why?
Random cards on the table.
And fails his wisdom saving throw to see through the illusion. So Father Donegan is just looking at you, Goran, like, what? Why?
But didn't I close the door?
No.
No.
It's still open because I just made another shot.
Yeah, you go before me. You could shoot, then I could close it.
This is kind of at Goran's turn, this bit.
Yeah. It has to add.
As you're closing the door, he goes, what? Why? And then goes, this, we have to deal with it.
It's a very easy game.
And as he does, he goes, fire.
Oh, Darn, it's your turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, Darren's spending his turn closing, right?
Yeah, probably.
Make sure they can't blast us.
Yeah.
As Father Donegan goes, alright, sacred flame.
Kind of the same, it's just a little different.
And we have disadvantage again. Not that we need it. Father Donegan's like, okay, it doesn't like fire. Let's give it fire.
See who has the best hand. In Texas Hold'em. Nope.
And the flesh golem comes around again.
In Texas Hold'em, everyone gets 2 cards, and then there's 5 cards on the table. The river, the ford, and then like 3 other.
That 19 does not hit because of the reasons, but that 23 does.
Ow!
For another 19 damage. Oof.
Wait, did the golem fail its save?
Yeah.
Huh.
Took 4 damage when it failed its save. It's failed its save against the big fireball too.
Huh.
Has a lot of hit points.
It's a tanky boy.
Yes.
Thank you, boy.
What?
And we have our con saving throw for Tacitus.
Let me first finish.
You have, Tacitus, you have made your first success.
Are you down too?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took him out. Alright, sliding over. I'm going to hide. Bonus action. And then I'm going to try to snipe Father Donegan if he doesn't see me.
Door's closed.
Oh.
Are you opening the door, Dern?
Yeah, sure.
Donegan shot.
Actually, I have this because my weapon is magical. Thank you, Dern.
As you open that door and you can see Father Donegan standing there with his hands up, conjuring out sacred fire. 24 will hit.
Nope.
He might not assassinate anymore.
Fortunately, I can't assassinate him because he already knows I was there. I could only do it to basically one person. But it was worth it.
Sorry.
And sneak attack.
That's a very strong hit.
I hit really hard if I can hit.
And it's not their saves aren't going to matter as the flesh golem proceeds to pick them up and smash them into each other.
Can you start the ticking?
Yeah, cat.
Okay.
Cat meow.
The cat's meow doesn't seem to work.
Close the door and leave that.
You're going to close the door and leave that as it completely destroys their equipment? And
No, I want the stuff though.
Ooh, how do you want to kill the golem?
Do we want to kill the golem?
Can you kill the golem?
But I guess I'll be.
Let's try.
Can the golem reach us?
It currently cannot, no.
No, there's no ladder. You just pot shot until it's dead.
Yeah. What to do?
That will hit. Is this a magical attack?
Yes.
It's a magic weapon.
That makes it a magical attack, so it is not immune.
Each, and then it's 5
Well,
cards at the center.
For the thing that had 10 hit points left, that's enough to do it.
Okay, cool.
I was fully expecting that fireball to kill it, and then it didn't.
Yeah.
Rope.
Okay, rope.
You
Slide on down.
Shimmy your way down.
It's when you scroll the mouse, you walk over.
And I'm just gonna reach over and high five Jern.
High fives. We dealt with 2 threats.
2 of the biggest ones.
I don't think Donegan is a big one. Tacitus was a big threat, yes.
Donegan's the one who can keep them healed and such, though.
Yeah, but he's not like a huge, like, he's going to murder us threat.
Yeah, but he's in charge of all the clerics, all of the religious health of the order is dead now.
Or go higher.
Or it will be.
Yeah, the thing is that we probably will not be able to. We probably won't be able to keep their equipment.
Well, I mean, we can keep it, we just can't keep
I
it.
just can't hear me. I'm sorry.
We can't bring it with us to the place.
What do they
I'm
got?
just showing you the basics.
Well, who do you want to look at first?
Let's do Tacitus.
Yeah.
For...
Tacitus.
So Tacitus has the now drained wand of fireballs.
Technically, is after everyone does
He's
it,
wearing a luxurious cloak
they'll either
embroidered with fire symbols. The potion was broken by the golem, unfortunately.
or flipped all at once.
And he has some scrolls.
Well, I have detect magic and identify prepared and can ritual both, so.
Hey! That cloak is a cloak of protection.
Whoever has the best
Yoink!
out of all
It's a very distinctive cloak of protection.
Well, it's a good thing we have disguise self.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
And the scrolls.
I have a pretty decent hand.
He has
I have
a scroll of Dispel Magic. And yeah, that's the scroll. Yeah, the scroll of Dispel Magic.
one pair.
He also has a bag full of diamond dust.
So you do your stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, this also solves your little problem about Tacitus and controlling the golem.
Ooh.
Well, now there's no one to control the golem.
Oh,
Yeah. Tacitus never gave me control.
it's worth.
The golem does not go berserk.
Pencil and everything. The high card
As
is
its
if
soul controller breaks, it does not
your high
go
card
berserk.
is the best. Then
Yeah.
it's one
There's
pair.
a bag full of diamond dust.
Then 3 of a kind,
Yoink.
a straight, a flush, and a flush is
The diamond dust. Do you
off.
still need that for Stone Skin and 5e?
Full house is
Diamond dust? I have no idea.
2. 4 of a kind.
Yes. That has enough diamond dust in it to cast Stone Skin twice.
Then there's a straight flush where it's
Sadly, I don't know Stone Skin.
it's
It's
a
a 4th level spell,
straight, so it's all and then it's all the same
so
suit.
you don't know it.
And then a royal flush.
But you do have 200 gold pieces worth of
it
diamond
has to be the
dust.
same suit.
Yes.
Nice,
So in this
nice.
He also has Tacitus also has a dagger.
When the 6 was
Dagger's not magic.
Dagger's not magic.
I would have gotten your 200 if you know.
Father Donegan, on the other hand,
Yeah, that would've
everything he's got is magic.
gotten- And we would go again.
Mm-hmm.
He has a magic breastplate, a magic mace, and a magic shield.
Quick way of doing it. I'm trying to remember.
Yoinking the shield.
Okay. It's a shield +1. It's a shield +1. Emblazoned with the holy symbol of Mitra.
We'll fix that later.
You didn't
Actually, It's interesting you should say that, because, Dern, I have a question. How into this whole Asmodeus thing are you?
Not entirely.
I mean, not holding.
I would have been trying to convert you our entire time we could have talked.
Alright.
Dern?
I'm more
Thing, and then
like
if you do that,
using it to work with them rather than completely adopting it as my own.
it's the dealer around the table.
Dern, as you pick this up, a voice in the back of your head goes,
No.
I am very interested in your performance. As the shield turns the black of obsidian and the holy symbol of Mitra melts into the red unholy symbol of Asmodeus.
Well, that's new.
Goran, you just see, as Dern picks it up, the physical transformation.
Squeeze.
I'm actually gonna go high because I have
Darren is just going to look up at his brother in surprise. That wasn't my doing.
You go around the table arms, so the fact that you threw yours down before you let Nate, it's a little funny.
And then there's a magic breastplate and a magic mace.
Yeah.
Yes, but breastplate is heavy armor, which I can't use.
I don't feel as confident.
Actually, the breastplate is medium armor.
Oh, I could use that.
Yeah.
But this is point: is the breastplate better than my armor?
Armor class 15 with a +1 AC bonus while wearing the armor.
You raised.
Mine is
if you raise
13 adds my dex though.
all or foe.
Is there a dex limit to the breastplate?
I don't think there is.
So the funny thing about
I mean, you can
this
try it on. You can try it on and see. If you add it to your character sheet and then say wearing.
3 in your hand, then
Yes, there is.
4
Oh.
Breastplate's 14 plus dex, max 2.
I'll get to either.
That also has a +1 on it.
It also has a +1 on. It's technically the exact same.
Okay.
I remember
As Dern picks this up, Goran, a similar thing occurs. This was a very plain breastplate with the holy symbol of Mitra.
these 3 all go up.
This one, it doesn't change as dramatically, but the holy symbol of Mitra turns into a holy symbol, an unholy symbol of Asmodeus.
I knew you believed.
Well, I don't think I win.
Darren's just going to look towards Goran. Again, this is not my doing.
And then, is anyone interested in the magical mace?
I'll look at it.
It's probably not going to be any better than my sword.
All have.
It's a mace +1.
Yes, it's not any better than my sword.
Yeah. If it wasn't.
Yeah. But it may be better than whatever melee weapon Goran uses in case of emergency.
Technicality.
Hey, Shane, what would you like from Patera?
So you remove this shield and do shield. The shield +1.
Yeah. Goran, when you pick up the mace also turns black and wicked looking.
Happy Squee.
And there's actually a voice in the back of your head. Patience.
I'm not sure if Caldwin will have anything useful on him.
Does Goran react in any way to a voice in the back of his head going, patience?
Squeeze.
So, Tara, unfortunately, anything of value he had on him was destroyed by the 14d6 fireball.
Yeah.
He's a crispy critter.
And
He's a nice skeleton.
Now the question is, what do you wish to do now?
look towards Gorn. You know we're gonna have to tell them they're dead, right?
Oh yeah, I figured we could go back into town or go back to the fort and tell them about how he was making a flesh golem, and
let's do this. Let's toss that and get
that they heroically sacrificed themselves by using the wand of fireballs and destroyed the flesh golem along with destroying themselves, and that they saved us.
Okay.
Now the question is, can you lie that well?
Let's do this.
Because it is partially a lie.
The only part that's a lie is the part that they
The part that matters.
I'm going raise.
No, every part of it was technically true.
To be fair, you technically killed both Donegan and Tacitus.
Minor details, I incapacitated them.
No. Point of technicality. They were still alive when the golem started smashing them.
Let's just hope you can convince.
Personally kill them or in their lives.
Let's just hope you can convince Haviland of that.
Oh, fucking dog.
Wow. So, anything you're going to do before you head back? I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say that to get ready to run. Because I think this is the part where we start sneaking around the fort murdering them.
Yeah, shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything you want to do before you go back and have your story?
It's all the same starting money.
I don't think so. Oh no. I don't think so. I think I'm okay. Anything you want?
I don't have anything off the top of my head I can think of.
Yeah, so
Let's head on back.
This is gonna end poorly.
Oh, it's gonna end horrifically for us. We're probably going to die here.
So you're going you're going to loot the bodies, then tell Howland where they are.
I had shit, but I want you guys to think I did.
With these two bodies not burned.
I will fire them to death. Or to burning. To cinders.
You burn them to cinders.
As bad, or at least as complete ash, just like Cherith. Just skeletons.
Burn him as equal amounts as cows when got burned.
You can make it look like the firewall consumed the entirety of everything and was responsible for the death.
Yes.
With a deception check with advantage. Use your intelligence instead of your charisma.
Intelligence of the charisma. That's actually fucking amazing.
Because you're taking time and planning this. This is
so I have advantage on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
1d20 plus 7.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first. You can.
25.
Alright. So when you get back to the to the fort, the guards welcome you in and go, "Hey, Tessa's gonna get annoyed with you if you keep going out."
Hey, I just imagine we're both crying and such.
Because you're yeah, and the guards are just kind of looking at you a little odd,
shivering, terrified, kind of hugging each other.
And the acolyte comes up to you and goes, "Where's Father Donegan?" And the guards go, "Father Donegan?"
You need to get Haviland.
Hurry.
The acolyte turns and the guard goes, "Yes," and goes running. And the acolyte leans down. "Are you okay? Do you need any healing?"
There you go.
We're fine, but Donegan's dead.
You can only do it once per thing.
This is time for the deception checks advantage.
Was that deception? He is dead.
That's a different deception. Oh, you're faking crocodile tears. You're giving me crocodile tears here.
Yeah, there you go.
So deception with advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did I put my points in the charisma like I should have? I completely forgot we were going to need a face.
You didn't need a face until you decided to do this bullshit.
22.
20!
Versus 17. So, yeah, the Acolyte at least is going, oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Come here. Come to the rectory. And she turns to the other guard. When they get down here, we're in the rectory. And she takes you in there and she pours you, cups of soothing tea.
Except for like in very rare.
Go back to Valentine, shouldn't we? You two.
Oh, this is going to end so badly. We are going to die.
You two are dead, so go live in the river.
Everything's fine, Tom. I have AC 19 now.
I have disengaged as a free action and running like hell.
And Lord Haviland comes down with one of the guards and goes, "What's the emergency?" And the Acolyte comes up and says, "Father Donegan and Tacitus and the children went to go check something, and apparently Father Donegan and Tacitus are dead." And Haviland turns, "What? What just happened?"
I'm gonna let Mitten do the talking. You have a higher deception than I think. What is your deception?
+4.
Yeah, you have a higher than mine. Mine's +2.
Yeah. Go ahead. We've already prepared the story. We don't have to say it again unless you really want to.
Yeah, I'm basically just going to tell him that the alchemist wanted to see them, that he was doing something, and he asked us to bring them. And we led them there. And then we found out it was a flesh golem, and Tacitus and
2 and 4. I wasn't going with that.
Father Donegan sent us back upstairs while they were yelling at him, and then the flesh golem went out of control and started attacking him, and then Tacitus blew up the entire place with a big explosion.
Deception with advantage versus insight with disadvantage.
You got this, Tom.
We're going to die.
I beat you once, and I didn't.
We're going to
keep.
Just beat it, Tom.
Yes!
Yes!
The disadvantage for insight was a 10 and a 10. The advantage for deception was a 23-23. Lord Haviland stops, looks to you and goes, "Is the acolyte, is the alchemist alive?"
He died in the explosion too.
"Do you know where it is?"
Mm-hmm.
He turns to the guard. "Take his report. Find where this is. Bring their bodies back here." "You don't have... There's bugbears." He turns to Fal and goes, "Please run up to the rookery. We ask them to put out a call for a new high priest. It's urgent."
Yes, sir.
Like who? I would kind of wreck you.
Time for you to kill him.
And
can I stay with my brother?
he goes, "Very well. No, we need this word now. Fal knows the procedures. Fal can go. Give your report to the guard. Fal, when you're done, give your report to the guard. You can stay together tonight." I'll just... I need to go speak to the commanding officers. And Haviland hurries away.
Fal will also hurry away to the rookery.
Is Fal actually going to go to the rookery?
Play coup sometime.
I mean, where else would I go?
I don't know. You could not put in the call.
Wouldn't he know them? When no high priest arrives?
So, I'm assuming you're using your little ability. It takes a while for people to arrive.
So I could just not put in a call, and by the time he finds out, it'll be too late anyways.
By that time, they're probably all going to be dead.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll go towards the rookery, looking like I'm going to make the call.
Kill
No,
some
like I
time.
go into the tower the rookery is at, but not actually make the call.
Okay.
I mean, after all, look at who they're talking to. The mad man who runs the rookery.
Yeah. So the guard takes your statement and then heads off, leaving another guard to keep an eye, and the acolyte to keep an eye on you. And when Fowl comes down, takes his statement. Make sure you're all particularly well calmed. And they ask if you're okay moving into Tacitus's room for a while.
Two separate conversations right now.
I think you actually do.
Give me just 1 second real quick.
Mess that up.
1 moment.
Because it turns out, Fowl, as the squire, until the replacement comes, you're the official, court
Magic
wizard
guy?
pro tempore.
I am the in-charge magic guy.
Yeah. Until the replacement wizard comes, who, you didn't put in a call for.
So she's asking specifically me if I'm okay
Yeah.
moving to Tacitus's room.
Yes.
That's fine.
They nod and they go, very well, and, you are let up and let in and given the spare key, because the main key is all melted. And
You put Mitten up there.
yeah, well, they allow Mitten to go too because stay with your brother. Mitten begged. And yeah, you're now alone in Tacitus's room for the first time.
That went way better than I thought it was going to go.
I rolled a 10 twice.
I'm also happy you rolled that 17 instead of the 22, because that would have seen through Tom's line, not mine.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Alice. You two have been so lucky bullshitting the paladin.
The skin of our teeth.
You need to understand that's the paladin has +7
Yes,
on detect bullshit.
he rolled through twice.
Yeah. This is a absolutely gorgeous room.
Alright, I'm back. What's going on?
So until the replacement priest and wizard that Fal didn't order arrived, because Fal was Tacitus's squire, Fal is now a wizard in residence.
I am in temp wizard.
Yeah. So, Val now has Tacitus's room, and positioned to sit on the little council thing. Responsibility to sit there. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just gonna, it's like, once we're alone, it's like, well, that wasn't that hard to get to the biggest red stuffs.
This bed is nicer than Ederly's bed.
Oh, holy shit.
You already signed up for the,
Grabs him, drags him onto the bed. Holy shit.
Oh, this is so much better than that stupid corner I've been sitting in for the past 2 days.
I'm assuming we have Lord Flufferkins with us.
Yeah.
As you call Lord Flufferkins,
yeah, so it's
the
like
golem follows.
this
Oh god, why?
Can you ask him why he followed?
Or this one.
And it looks towards Mitten.
I'm gonna do the thing to put Mitten as a thing.
Here she goes. Okay, will you make an Arcana check because you're not actually allowed to make those, but you can attempt it.
I assumed they were going to be like.
Give me an Arcana. As he goes in and goes, unauthorized personnel detected, and you're like, oh shit, I'm your master. Little spell, heroism, and he goes, yes. And you're like, authorized personnel, and he goes, yes, master.
Looks at Val.
I suppose I should now send you the ice golem stats.
These... Like I said, you're just going to be getting the pets.
So I made these on a website that I forgot to bookmark. So these are in a human readable JSON file. So you'll want to open that in a notepad and then go to jsonlint.com and copy and paste and click validate, and then it will make it so you can read it.
So just straight up copy it?
So yeah, so just like, yeah, just straight up copy it to that website when you need to look at it. Or if you want to, you can copy it into the website, then copy it back. My daughter just drew her first thing in 15,000 hours MS Paint.
No, he doesn't like anything that's like relatively sweet.
It is garbage, but it's cute.
Pastry form.
I put it in shit post.
Just low tier top.
My daughter in her Discord just posted that
I walked in the room, I was not
as the first thing that she drew.
I mean, it's Pop-Tarts or chicken leg piece. That's all.
Jesus Christ, 178 HP?
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts was. I know he likes Pop-Tarts to a certain extent. Like, even in the morning, like when he goes to work, like they have.
Is big.
Magic resistance, magic weapon,
Hot Pocket,
old 1d6.
which is
I don't know if you noticed the regeneration.
it's not exactly like.
Oh, the regeneration's not in there. Crud. Right. It's got a regeneration 3.
Where are you going?
Oh,
So what does that mean?
it regenerates 3 HP every turn.
Oh.
Yeah. Because of your heroism. It is currently, yeah, it is strong. It's a strong golem.
So now we assassinate the Lord Commander.
I think I'll go with the half triple later game.
They actually have this.
So yeah. I should also, it does cast light as a torch.
Order of mac and cheese.
With a little blue glow, if that comes to matter. Yeah. You now have command over an ice golem.
Oh yeah.
Death.
I think it might
I just wish to state,
do that.
those fireballs should have killed that flesh golem. God, that was supposed to blow up in your face.
But it didn't. You did it, Mr. Squidward.
Do we want to assassinate the Lord Commander tonight, or do we want to just start killing off the guards, or what do we want to do tonight?
For me, I got the candy.
It might be a good idea to stay patient for right now.
Yes.
Okay, so wait till morning then.
We should stay more patient than that.
No, I mean, let's hold out till morning and see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then there's the
And
Yeah, it's.
I think that is next time on, because, whew, it was only 2.5 hours, but I'm exhausted.
I got a nice golem.
You are just bum rushing this in the most, this should not work, why is it working way possible.
It's working because we are kobolds.
From you to audacity.
Next
Papa
time.
Asmodeus loves us.
Next time. the
Icy
funeral.
destruction sounds fun.
Next time, the funeral.
Tom,
Yes?
I see destruction. When the Earth Golem is reduced to 0, it explodes.
Yeah. That's
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
if they get on their asses about it. So that's fine.
And to think, if I'd rolled a 1, you would have come back to lots of the people dead and the ice golem destroyed.
Most people like not the high
That the golem didn't go berserk.
Yeah, but now that it's not going to berserk, we can plan more methodically and kill more people.
Like,
Mm-hmm. As long as it doesn't blow up in our faces, we can just continually pick off people one by one. We've already taken down 2 of the really big shots that needed to die.
Yes. And I am the temp wizard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're not really expecting anything from you because you were an apprentice, but
It's like, which, why aren't you?
yeah. With that introduction, there will be a little, hey, Lord Havlin, I want a meeting with you tomorrow morning so we can discuss what exactly you can do as a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
And I'm assuming with the fact that Tacitus is dead, he might be moving my training over to Baldwin instead. Or Barhold.
The option of remove the burn.
Right. If you do have like multiple.
Well, I think the golem may be what you get instead of the training.
The golem.
Yeah.
That golem seems really good.
Do you intend to take the golem with you to your meeting with Lord Havlin? Like, what can I do? Oh, well, I got this working.
Yes, do it.
That'd be a good idea.
Mm-hmm, that's impressive.
I have this, I have my dog, I have magic, I can sword fight.
I can make constructs. Not really, I don't have craft construct, but...
Yeah, not really, but... Hey, when I hit level 6, I can make a homunculus.
Yeah. And when's the next feat?
When's next feat?
8. So at level 8, you can take craft construct if you want.
Yeah.
And then you can make your own golem army.
Yes, I could.
So, what level are you?
4.
Okay. What level do I want you to be at this point? Because this seems like a place where it may behoove us to give you a level, but I want to double check what level I want you at. So as I'm looking through these, and
We killed Father Donegan and the wizard for the flesh golem.
yes.
Is this a wizard that's in the original prison?
Wand of fireballs.
Oh, I never had to deal with that.
Yeah.
I was so good the first time Kit had me play this game that I
I'll be right back.
wizard and we murdered him in his sleep.
Oh yeah, no, we killed him too. We killed everyone.
This is a different wizard, Jim.
Or at the initial.
In the initial one, we killed everybody there.
Yeah, this is
I
the
did it fully.
this is
Until someone set fire to the field.
this is the Tower Ballantine.
I forget if that was Antonio or something.
This is the Tower Ballantine. This is the big one.
Never got that.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who threw a 14d6 fireball.
Yeah, he threw a 14d6 fireball to try to kill our golem, and he didn't kill it.
I threw I got to like the puzzle thingy. We did the puzzles, and we signed the contracts, and that's as far as I played because of work.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very much. You know, if you want to, you could probably join us eventually.
Yes, Jim could. What level do I want you to be at the start of the next book? That's the better question. What do you mean out of memory? Stop lying to me. Da-da-da-da-da. Hello? Hello. Okay. I got an out of memory notice and then I was like, what's going on?
And back us up.
Okay. So I want you to be that level. So yeah, you may go ahead and gain a level.
Yay! Level 5!
This is not the time to take a level in cleric.
This is a perfect time to take a level in cleric. You've just seen
No,
them.
it's really not. As I pray to Asmodeus, and suddenly all of my rogue levels become cleric levels, and then we go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I only gained 2 HP this level.
Rip.
Rip.
It's okay, you got a golem.
It's okay, I have a golem. I have a Hulk.
I like to make the joke, it's like, I don't need nice things. I have lots of damage.
I also have, extra attack.
To be fair, I'm never supposed to be in the front lines.
Is Chim wanting to join in?
I don't think he heard me, he had his headphones on.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, I get 2nd level spells. Ooh. And unlike I can just re-prepare them. Like a wizard.
Uncanny dodge!
What?
I have uncanny dodge.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, you want uncanny dodge. Nice.
I can use my reaction to have the damage I would take.
Well, in that case, it's probably a good thing you didn't take cleric yet. I love the image of Lauren going, oh, Asmodeus, I want to be your cleric, but I really need to be sneakier right now.
And I now have 3d6 sneak attack. Booyah.
Warding bond.
Oh, I get expertise next level. Can you level up to level 6, please?
In before Chim joins at the end of this book is like, yep, I'm a cleric of Asmodeus. Asmodeus wants you to keep stabbing things.
Tom, I have warding bond.
What does that do?
With it, I basically link to you or to any willing creature. Whenever I'm within 60 feet of the linked target, they have a +1 bonus to their AC and saving throws, resistance to all damage, but whenever they take damage, I take damage, or equal to the same amount.
So you're going to split the damage between you and...
Lord Flufferkins?
No.
I can do it between the golem.
Oh.
I think
you
take part of their damage.
Yes. Whatever damage they take, I take equally as well.
Yeah.
But they have a resistance, so they only take half damage.
Yeah. The golem has a lot more hit points than you do.
Yes. I can do it to Min. I can do it to Gorin.
Exactly.
It's really good, because I can already have the damage. So to give me resistance to damage then?
It gives you resistance, yes. So you have it first, and then you have it from the uncanny dodge.
That's really good.
It's okay. Soon the temple comes.
Let's see. Spells I can learn. Aid, Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blur, Branding Smite. Yeah, I have Branding Smite. Continual Flame, Dark Vision, Enhance Ability, Enlarge or Reduce, Heat Metal, Invisibility, Lesser Restoration, Levitate, Magic Mouth, Magic Weapon, Protection from Poison, Pyrotechnics, Rope Trick, Sea Invisibility, Skywrite, Spider Climb, Warding Bond, and Web.
Pyrotechnics you definitely learned from Tacitus.
Wait. I have alter self now. I can change my height.
Yeah.
Tom,
Yes.
I have alter self. You transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics.
Is it an illusion or a transmutation?
It's transmutation.
So you actually physically change.
Yes, for an hour.
You could actually physically change yourself into what you are and then into your disguised self. And when the lady's like, it's a kobold, be like, no.
I can do that, yeah.
Feel my horns. See?
I can actually turn myself into Foul. It's not disguise anymore, it's real. So, like, the lady comes up yelling, Haviland, these children are kobolds. Foul just goes like, what are you talking about? Look, touch me, I am a child. But don't touch me, actually, that's wrong.
Can you cast that on both of us? Or
No, it's self. It's alter self.
Oh.
But that being said, she knows that she thinks that both of us. Yeah, she thinks that both of us are kobolds. So if one of us is proven literally not to be a kobold from alter self, it's going to very much hurt her credibility.
I have plus 11 on deception.
What just
Or on
happened?
stealth. On stealth, sorry.
What just happened?
I have plus 11 on stealth now.
Nice.
And dear God, I'm putting my next two things into deception and persuasion.
Right when you
And I
don't
can
need them
rank the
anymore.
ability.
In before you get those right when you don't need them anymore.
Tom,
Yes?
Ego Splendor. You have advantage on charisma checks.
I like this.
I can do that to you for an hour.
Of course, you've often got situational advantage on these deception checks, so...
Yeah, it's just something I can do. I can also make you invisible.
Coup de grace!
Yeah, Foul, you do have 2 pets now. My.
I have 2 pets, and I can make myself actually foul.
So next time, the funeral. Which I was really hoping you were going to take that cleric level. Because that would have made the funeral epic.
I also have extra attack now, so when I attack once, I can attack again.
I could take it, but it feels like a very bad time to take it. Because it's only one level, and I basically start as a level 1 there.
It would be a detect as evil thing. I think.
Well, that's a funny thing, Tom.
Yes?
I'm an evil character with branding smite. I can deal 2d6 radiant damage to people. On top of my sword.
Clerics don't detect as evil.
They don't?
Clerics don't have the aura in 5e.
Yeah, only paladins.
Yes. So you can take that level of cleric instead of rogue without kaboom.
I get so much from it! Because I don't get the increase, I think, in... Oh... I wonder, what would I be like if I did go it?
Let's see how Sigfrid's going to like it when I can attack twice instead of just once.
Yeah, what you'll get is the ability to cast first level cleric spells, and you will get your divine domain, which I assume would be trickery.
Probably, if I went that way.
You would not get your channel divinity capability yet, but it would mean that you have charm person and disguise self as always prepared spells. So, I mean,
ooh,
yeah. I think you probably made the mechanically correct choice, but the words. Goran really wants to be a cleric, right?
Yeah, it kind of does, but it's just like, right now though, it's like, I feel like if I gish him a little bit, we're going to die.
That's right, and Asmodeus did just go patience directly to the back of your head.
Yeah. I think he kind of likes me a little bit.
Tom.
Yes?
I can now target 2 characters with my heroism. I wording bond you, cast heroism on both of us. We get 5 temp HP around.
I approve of this.
And you take half damage. So, there's a chance you don't take any damage.
Oh, and because of the way HP works, we automatically get back up if we get downed.
Heroism is good.
Heroism is really good.
And you're immune to being frightened.
Now make sure that the 2 spells are not both concentration.
Yeah, warding bomb just lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Whereas heroism is concentration for up to
a minute.
A minute.
Okay. So it's only for the rounds that you need it, that you have heroism.
Yes.
Basically, the emergency ship buying cast heroism on both of us. We're basically never going to die for 1 minute.
Yes. Basically, we're never going to die for a minute. Because if they attack me, I still take full damage. Yeah. It's just with warding bond. If they attack you, both me and you only take half of the damage that it's dealing.
But when you're down, you'll gain the 5 hit points and come back up.
Yes.
No, when you're down, you'll lose concentration.
Oh, yes, that's right.
As long as you don't go down.
Yes, as long as I do not go down. So this is going to be the very odd moment where you are the frontliner.
I'm expecting that cleric next level, which incidentally will be the fall of Valentine.
Oh, I get expertise dice level though.
And expertise is pretty good.
That gives me another doubling of my. That gives me plus basically 6 on 2 abilities.
I think in character you will want to take cleric with the fall of Valentine.
See that? I can see that.
And we don't need to be completely optimized, Tom. We are very strong characters.
Well, we're very smart characters.
We're also very strong. We have a lot of resources to us.
I'm going to end the stream.